September of 2020, God gave us an orphanage in Moroto, Uganda. It was run down, the buildings were in disrepair, other buildings were not even finished, and we started to pray and seek God's face and say, Lord, what do you want us to do here? We have such a passion for this place, please help us. And He started to provide, and now we have a beautiful campus with painted buildings. All the buildings have been repaired, and we're just getting started. God has so much more for this place. The bathrooms were in horrible conditions. We started praying and saying, God, we want running water here. We want these bathrooms to be where normal bathrooms where these kids can take a shower, and God answered our prayers. And we have normal flushing toilets, sinks, and fixtures on the walls. The cooks used to cook in a tin shack, really, and it was in such bad conditions, and we were like, Lord, we want a dining hall where we can have the cooks cook in a normal kitchen and have the kids not have to eat outside. And we started praying and just trusting that God would hear our prayers, and He did. And now we have a beautiful Grace Hall dining hall that has beautiful kitchen for the cooks, and the kids get to eat inside away from the rain and the wind and the dust and the dirt, and they are just extremely happy to have plates full of food that they can eat and be in a safe environment. Then we started to pray about the dormitories because the kids' beds were in bad conditions. Their mattresses weren't even really there anymore because they were so run down, and God answered our prayers, and He let us not only build 2 new dormitories, but get nice beds and nice blankets and sheets for the kids. And we started to pray about the security problems, and God answered that and gave us a beautiful fence that protects our children. And we started praying for a church building because our church was meeting outside under the trees, and where the when it rains, they can't come to church. So we started praying, and our family prayers was also outside. And God let us start using our dining hall for our church, and the church is growing, and we're able to give out food every once in a while to our church members, and they're just so happy. And our water pump was also a problem because the kids had to carry water from the hand pump to take showers or do anything. And God answered that too, and now we have a solar pump and a water tower and running water, and the kids couldn't be happier, as you can tell in these photos. They are just ridiculously happy with what God has done. And we didn't have any medical supplies, so we started praying, and God sent 22 foot lockers full of clothes and medical supplies, and I just cried when they showed up because it's hard to take these kids from the conditions they're in and get them healthy without the proper supplies. As you can see here, Joshua, he was skin and bones, and then God started to heal him, and with our care, he started to get strong. And other kids came from villages like these ones, and they would be full of sores and sick with malaria and be malnourished, and we just start loving on them and praying for them and seeing what we could do and what we could provide, and they start to improve. Like Margaret and Timothy here, they were just so bad off when they first came, and little Adame laying in the dirt waiting to die. But then God did the miracle He always does, and they started to be healthy and strong. As you can see in these pictures, they're happy and healthy and beautiful children that God just started to touch our hearts, that no matter what condition they are in, we're going to accept them, and we're going to do whatever we can to give them the loving family that they are so long for, and we want to provide for them. So there's so much fun going on here at Mission Moroto, and I hope these pictures just give you a glimpse of what our life is like. 2 weeks ago, 30 of our children asked to be baptized, and we just are praising God for everything He's doing and everything He's going to do. You're welcome here. Please come join us. It'll be the most amazing thing you've ever seen in your life.